Welcome to Super Science University Bhagavad-Gita, which only can fulfill any of your wishes and will give you permanent happiness in the end. And it is the permanent solution to any of your problems. The highest, most prime, secret, and the only complete knowledge, which is the source of everything, and it answers every possible question. If you want explanations and answers to any of your doubts, then Gita is there. If you want other gurus' conclusion and statements about what their personal findings was, then there are other scriptures. So Gita is incomparable. But remember, you have to be original and find your own path according to your nature and personal experiences. Since without your own personal experiences, you have not known anything. Read from the scriptures is not your personal experience. So reading from them is not. There was an article that said, can't compare Bible, Quran with Bhagavad Gita. Karnataka education minister said this days after a controversy erupted over a school allegedly making Bible reading compulsory. Karnataka education minister BC Nagesh Wednesday said Bible and Quran are religious texts. The book says that whoever believes the religious text in that religion must read the respective religious texts. But Bhagavad Gita doesn't speak about religion, but speaks only about values needed to lead life. We cannot compare Bhagavad Gita with other religious books like Quran, Bible. You can teach about Jesus' life like Swami Vivekananda and others, but should not impose religious texts on students. So that was an allegation that was made by the school. So when they were making Bible compulsory, so he came to this conclusion. So let's continue with the education. 24 hours later, he regained consciousness. As soon as he regained consciousness, he screamed. He said, "My thumb is hurting a lot." The thumb is no longer there. The nurse standing nearby laughed and said, "Think before saying anything. Really, is your thumb hurting?" He said, "Am I joking? I am having a terrible pain in my thumb. The blanket is lying on his leg. He cannot see." The nurse said, "Think a little more. Search inside a little." He said, "What is there to search for? The pain is so clear." The nurse lifted the blanket and said, "See, where is the thumb of your foot?" The thumb was missing. Half the leg was missing. But the man said that I can see that the thumb is missing. Half the leg has been cut off, but I am still feeling the pain in the thumb. Then a problem arose. Doctors were called. This was the first time that such a question had come before the doctors. How can there be pain in some part of the body, that body which does not even exist? But after further investigation, it was found that it is possible. Pain can occur even in something that is not even present as a thumb. This is a very metaphysical matter. This is very spiritual. After thorough investigation, the doctors wrote that the man is right. He is experiencing pain in his thumb. Then that man also said, "Are you joking?" First they had said to him, "Are you joking?" So they were replying to each other. Then that man said that, "What kind of joke are you saying? I must have got confused. But you also say that there can be pain in that thumb which is not there." So the doctor said, "It can be, because the pain is in the thumb. The feeling is felt somewhere else. There is a lot of distance between the thumb and the place where it is felt. The place where it is felt is consciousness. The place where pain is present is the thumb." So it is the physical. The nerve whose job is to bring the message from pain to consciousness, by mistake those nerves are still giving the news that there is pain. When there is pain in the thumb, the nerve fibers connected to it start vibrating. They convey the message through vibration, just like the message is conveyed in the telegraph by tick tick, tick tick. Similarly, the nerves convey the message by vibrating. That message passes through many head offices to reach your brain. Then the brain conveys the message to the consciousness. Many transformations take place in this. Many code languages change. The code changes many times because the language of all of them is different. So something happened that the thumb got cut. But the messenger nerves which were carrying the message kept vibrating. They kept vibrating, so the message kept reaching. The message kept reaching and the brain kept saying that there is pain in the thumb. Is it possible that we can separate a man's entire body and take out only the brain? Now it can be done. The entire body can be separated. The brain can be saved, only the brain. If we make a man unconscious and separate his entire body and keep his brain in the laboratory, and if we ask the brain what it thinks about the body, then it will say that everything is fine. There is no pain anywhere. The body does not exist. It will say everything is fine. Krishna says that the awareness of the body means you can separate the body from yourself. So the body is like a cloth, but it is such a cloth that we have become so attached to it that it is no longer a cloth. It has become our skin. We have become attached so strongly, so much is our identification with it for many births that the body is me. Such is our attachment. Till the time a distance is not created between this body and me, Krishna's sutra that it is like a worn out cloth will not be understood. So until and unless you realize that. If you do a few experiments, you will start understanding this. Not too many experiments, just few experiments. The truth is what is being said. The untruth is what we believe. But the untruths we believe hide the real truths. What we have believed is our belief, and we teach it from the childhood, and beliefs keep taking root. We have believed that I am the body. If the body is beautiful, we believe that I am beautiful. If the body is healthy, we believe that I am healthy. If something happens to the body, we believe it to be one with the I. Then this belief goes on becoming deeper. The memory becomes denser. Then the body does not remain a garment. We ourselves become the garment. I have a friend. He is an old man. He slipped from the stairs. His leg was badly injured. He is 75 years old. When I went to his village, people told me about it. So I went to see him. He used to groan a lot, and the doctors had tied him to the bed for 3 months and told him not to move for 3 months. He is an active man. Even at the age of 75, he cannot find peace without running around. 3 months seemed like an eternity to him. When I went to meet him, it had been about 6 or 7 days. He started crying. He is a courageous man. I had never thought that his eyes would ever fill with tears. He became completely helpless and said that it would have been better if I had died. These 3 months tied up like this has become absolute hell. I will not be able to live through this. He told me, please pray for me that God takes me away. What is the need now? I have lived enough. Now these 3 months tied up on this cot will become even more difficult. There is a lot of trouble and a lot of pain. So he wasn't able to bear that. So I will continue with this example in my next session. So highest knowledge, guys. Pay attention to each and every word I'm saying.